Hi, it's Mary at the Paper Turtle. Are you ready for another haul video? I have been going, of course, to my thrift stores and estate sales. Picking's been a little bit slim lately, but it's probably been maybe 3 weeks since I recorded a video, so I think that I've got enough for a decent size haul for you here today. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. First thing I have sitting here on my desk is, I'll start with this little piece of lace. It was 1 1/3 yards for 45 cents. It's kind of a cottony lace. I'm trying to get one layer of it here. There we go. It's pretty. I don't pick up a lot of this stuff anymore because I do tend to have a lot of it, but when I see a little piece like this, I can handle that. That can fit in my stash somewhere. I got this piece of fabric. I'm going to go ahead and open it up just to see the pattern bigger. I thought it was really pretty for like shabby chic or Victorian. Any number of themes, floral, roses, all kinds of stuff. It's a pretty good size piece. So I have enough for a cover. Oh, they stapled it again. Oh gosh. Okay, I got it. They do such a good job with this stuff. I have enough for a cover. I have enough for fabric flips. I have enough for spines, anything. It's so pretty. It's a little bit thin, I think, but that's okay. I'll just be careful if I'm doing it for a cover what is underneath it. Very nice. Little golden book. This one is, it's made different. It's not the, maybe because it's newer. It must be newer. Oh, the price on it is $3.99. I'm not sure. I'm not crazy about it. I like the old little golden books. This one, well, it's got copyright 1946, renewed 1973. First little golden book storybook edition 1997. And it's put together differently. The pages are almost glossy. I don't know. It's a different size, but I'm going to play around with it and see what I can do. It looks like there's still signatures in there that can be taken apart, so we'll see. But I love the story, so I grabbed it. We'll see what I can do with it. It might work the same way as the other ones. This I picked up. It was 50 cents. I got it for the pictures inside to use mostly in my glue book. Not so much in a junk journal unless I do find something in here that'll work. The pages are flat. They're not glossy. I'm going to guess maybe they're recycled paper. And that's why it's more like newspaper paper. I just thought there might be some good nature pictures in here. So we'll see. Let me see here. Oh, sorry. I'm bending, and you know they say that you shouldn't grunt when you're bending over because it just makes you, first of all, it makes you sound like you're old and have issues. But I think it also does something to your psyche. Makes you feel older if you do that. Okay. I went to one of my thrift stores. Doesn't usually have much in the craft section. It's mostly junk, and it's mostly opened packages and things torn here and there. Usually when I go in there, I try to straighten it up a little bit. Drives my husband crazy, but I can't stand it. But I picked up, I got a couple of punches. I think I missed it by like maybe a day or that morning or something. Somebody had donated a bunch of scrapbooking stuff. So some of it was still there. I picked up this punch. It's a Creative Memories punch. I have one of these already. So this one is going to my friend who has just started scrapbooking. It was $1.50. If you know Creative Memories stuff, it's very expensive and they're very good tools. So that one's going to her. This is a Stampin' Up! Punch that I also got for $1.50. It's butterflies. And I don't have a butterfly punch. So I thought that was a good deal for $1.50. I made sure that they punched good too. They had a bunch of appliques, but I only got a couple because the other ones were kind of similar to things that I have and haven't used. So I just picked up a couple of these little appliques. They're kind of pretty. This is a little coloring book, and I thought that these pages would be good just to put as a tuck in a pocket or something in a book, and let the user color them. Or there may be some things I could color and cut out and put on a book, put on a page or something. I just thought it was, I like the size of the pages and that they're just individual pictures with animals on them. I really like that. In fact, flipping through this, I can see a use for a couple of these already. Oh, look at the bee one. That's kind of cool. I'm working on a little golden Bambi book. Little golden Bambi book. Little golden book of Bambi. And I think like this might look really cute tucked into a page. Or a bear. I don't know if there's no bears in that story. There's bunnies though. Oh, look at that one. How cute. I like that one. So anyway, that's that. Also, this was at the same thrift store. I got this. It's another coloring book. It is Vintage Charm. And it's got some pictures in there that I could cut out. Let me find a good one. This has a lot of little images that could be cut out. I could use a whole page in a book, although it's a little bit big. Or I can take a page, fold it up, and tuck it in. I think that might be kind of fun to put in a journal for somebody to take out, and if they don't feel like journaling, they can color, right? And then there's this one has, like on one side it has this, well, journaling spot. This one says nothing brings people together like good food, and it has like space for journaling, and it has a space for date and a space for name, and on the other side of it is food. So you tear this page out and put it into a envelope or a tuck spot or something in your journal, and that would be a fun thing for someone to find, right? Here's one about gardening, and the quote is about gardens. So I love this. I just think that it's just awesome. This is, oh, this one's going in my journal. Here's a page with books on it, and the quote is about books. It's a Dr. Seuss quote. Fill your house with stacks of books in all the crannies and in all the nooks. Oh, I love that. I'm taking that out right now. It's got perforated pages. That's going in my journal. I can get it out without ripping it. Awesome. So that's going to be fun. Oh, that's a nice one too. Eat, sleep, read. You can never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me. Oh, I like that one too. Okay, well, I'm not working on my journal at the moment, so let me move along here. Same thrift store. I went out of the craft section and into, well, the book section. That's where I found the coloring books. And I found this. This is the Paper Studio, so it's from Hobby Lobby. It's one of the big ones. It was originally $19.99. And I think it's mostly intact. I think most of it is there, if not all of it. And I think that these are perfect for vintage style junk journals. It's one-sided paper, and it's paper. It's not cardstock, but that's okay. Because you use this stuff to collage over like a tag or a journaling card, or I would even use a piece of this as a page in the signature because it's like the perfect weight. And so you have white on the back. That's okay. You work with that. But it's got all these different designs in all these different colors, and they're all like vintagey looking. Isn't that gorgeous? And I paid $4 for it, which I think that's definitely worth $4. I really got lucky on that one. I never find scrapbook paper in the thrift stores. Very, I should say very rarely. Okay, this was, I believe, an estate sale. Oh, maybe, no, maybe this is a combination of things. I just stuck them all in one bag. All right, let me see here. This jar of gesso, it has been opened, but it's pretty full. And I shook it to make sure it's still fluid. And I got it for $1. If you know, gesso is expensive. At Hobby Lobby, it was $7.99. So $1 was a pretty good deal for a full thing of gesso. I picked up this book just because I like the cover, and this author, Mary J. Holmes, she lived in my hometown, and she wrote. When she wrote, it was in my hometown, and she lived at the house that, let's see if I can say this correctly. My best friend growing up, well, when we were young, her uncle lived down the street from her in the house that Mary Jane Holmes lived in. And across the street was this big rock on the side of the road. And oftentimes Mary Jane Holmes would sit on that rock to write. And me and my friend, when we were kids, we would go up there to her uncle's house, and we would go and we would sit on that rock and just hang out on that rock. And my mother collected these books because she was from our hometown. And at some point in life, she was downsizing and moving and got rid of her collection and stuff. I don't find these books very often. So when I do, I pick them up just to kind of have them. It's a very nostalgic thing for me. And this one is not in good shape. So I do think that I probably will use this as a journal cover. Just as kind of as an homage to Mary Jane Holmes and my hometown and my friend, and sitting on that rock. It's I don't know. I'm getting teary-eyed, so I have to move on now. So, well, let me get you a date from the book here. There's no date in it. And I don't remember exactly her years. This has a little notation in it. 1921, 1860. I think that 1860 might have been the original publishing date for her books. And maybe this one was printed in 1921. I don't know. I don't know where they got that date from because it's not in the book. But that's my find. Okay, this is some little crocheted flowers with a little pearl in the center. I thought they were pretty. Find a use for those. I picked up this hemp cord. I thought I would try that for binding a book, just to see how that works. I have used twine. I've used baker's twine. I've used crochet thread. I've used different things. I haven't found anything that I absolutely don't like yet, except the baker's twine's a little thick. So I'm going to try this and see how this is. See if it'll work. I think it'll be strong enough. So we'll see. I picked up this pack of cardstock. I got these at an estate sale. And it's different colors. It's got this, I don't know what, tan color. And it's got this kind of rose color and then the blue. And it's a good weight cardstock. So cardstock is always a good thing, and it tends to be a little expensive. So if I can find it at a good buy like that, then I'll just get it. I told you I'm working on a Bambi little golden book journal, so I picked up this coloring book. It's, again, I can tear a page out, fold it up and put it in a pocket or something, or I can cut an image out and put it on a page. There's all kinds of things you can do with the coloring books. This one's colored in a little bit, but not much. Somebody never finished their coloring. So all the Bambis have started to be colored and they're not finished. So this will be fun. Oh, Mom colored too. Where can I put that? I don't know. Oh, I picked up these envelopes, either for mailing out some Happy Mail or swaps, or maybe to make an envelope journal. I don't know. But they're useful either way. Good things to have. These are old school scrapbook. We used to call them fibers. Yep, fun fibers. And I have a shoebox full of these, but I use them a lot now, and I've noticed that I'm not running low, but actually using them up. And I told myself if I do find some more out there, I'll grab them just to replenish my supply. So I found some, so I grabbed them. These are new in the box for $1. Found this dauber set. Although, you know what? I'm kind of looking at them now, and I'm thinking they might be old. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Did you see what that did? It just crumbled. Well, these aren't going to be any good. That's what I just happened to notice as I looked at them. I wonder how old these things are. They are not going to... Look. I wonder if I can take the whole thing off. You know what I think I can do? No, that's sticky. Maybe I can put like a little sponge or something on here. Maybe take apart one of these, use one of these Tim Holtz things. And put a little piece on there. And use the holders. Because it just crumbled. Look at that. They're just absolutely no good. So, okay. That's the chance you take when you're buying at thrift stores and estate sales, that stuff is old. But I'll figure out a way to use that. The little wooden things. Now, hold on one second while I get this mess off my desk. Ew. But, you know, when I come across something like that, I figure it's not a big deal what I pay. I paid $1 for that. And there's plenty of other things that I got at such a bargain that I had saved more than $1. So when you average it all out, I'm still paying way less for craft supplies. Getting them at thrift stores, even if once in a while I come across a dud like that, I'm still getting a good deal. I have a bunch of little things here. Let me grab the little things. And then we'll get into the bigger things. to grunt as I bend over. Okay. This is some lace. It's a thin blue scallopy lace, which I use a lot. I like this, the smaller scallopy stuff. Picked up this because I thought it was a really pretty color. And it's very dainty. And there's a lot of it. This is like, this whole roll. No. Look at, this is so deceiving. Can you see this? So I have all this lace, and this is a really fat roll, right? So I peel back the paper, and look what's underneath. It's not full of lace. It's got ribbon under there. This whole thing is ribbon, and only a little bit of the lace. Wow. See what happens? Again, that's the chances you take. I paid $1 for it. There's still quite a bit of the lace on there. That's fine. And I guess I can find a use for the ribbon. It's kind of a wider ribbon than what I would use for like tying on the top of a tag or something. But I have a lot of ribbon now. Wow. The things that you get into sometimes, but it's all good. It's still good. Okay. About this little bee pin. It's not for junk journaling. I have started to collect little pins and brooches just for the fun of it, because it's a collection that is pretty small and contained. So when I find something I like, then I just grab it. Nothing in particular, just this and that. I thought this was interesting. It's a, if I can get one of the pages. It says avoid verbal orders, say it in writing. It's kind of like a memo pad. It's carbon, it's meant to be, it has carbon paper. So you would write your memo and put the carbon paper under there, and you'd have your copy of what you wrote. This was before email. I love it. I just think that'll be, I don't know, kind of fun to tuck into a journal, or maybe I could somehow decorate it up or something. I just think it's like, it was very cool. It's not super old. It does have a barcode on it, but it's obviously pre-email. I liked it. I got this. It is a handkerchief, I guess. I just thought that it was very cool because it has Smokey the Bear on it. Be sure your campfire is out cold before leaving. It has Smokey. It has careful campers help Smokey prevent wildfires. Always give matches to an adult. I just thought this was really cute, and I'm not sure how I'm going to use it, but somehow, somewhere, I'm going to use this. I just really liked it. This little piece of lace, it's like squares of daisies, like. Am I in frame? I don't know. That's probably why I get a couple of dislikes on my videos, because I never know when I'm in frame, and I keep asking, and it keeps moving, and oh well, that's my style, I guess. So if you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. I don't care. An applique. This is a really thick one, and it's old. Copyright 1963. I like it. Oh, and look at the back. I didn't even see that. That's cool. I wish this wasn't cut off. I think they used to do that when they would take it off the shelves on the stores. they would clip the corners of it. That's cool. The cashier looked at this like really funny, like, what in the heck is this? It's washi tape for 50 cents. I don't know how much is, yeah, there's still a good amount left on the rolls. There's 6 rolls here. They're nothing like super spectacular, but hey, any washi tape is good washi tape, right? And it's good to have a lot to choose from because you never know what colors or styles you may need for your project. All right, this, and this, and I forget what else I picked up there. Something else. A couple other things from this estate sale. They had things like thrown everywhere. I always go not at the very, very first hour of the estate sale because too many people, it's too crazy. I can't deal with all of that. I don't like that. So we go after a couple hours after it has started. Things have calmed down. There's still things left, and it's just a more pleasant experience for me. But anyway, this place, it was jam-packed full of stuff. It must have been a crazy morning. Things were strewn everywhere. And they had, like, almost every room had some kind of craft stuff in it. Not a whole lot for me, but this one room had sewing stuff in it. And there were bins and bins and bins of all of these laces and stuff. This one happened to had some in the bag. And I threw a couple more rolls in this bag, and then this bag was in there, and then there was a bin with loose stuff. So I started pulling some of the loose stuff and putting it in this bag. I didn't know what they were going to charge me for any of this. So I brought these 2 bags and something else. I'm not sure what else. Maybe the book. It might have been the book. I don't know what else, but something else. And I brought it up to them, and she's like, oh, $2 for all that nonsense. I was like, I'll take your nonsense for $2. Okay. So I got all of this and something else for $2. So what did I get? This big roll of this lace. I thought that was really pretty. I can either use it as it is or cut it in half if I only want half of it. And this one, this is a cotton. It's got yellows in it. This white one, this can be also dyed. Kind of got butterflies on it. I don't think any of this is real vintage or anything, but it's really pretty. And then this one. I like these wide ones. These will make nice little pockets on the bottom. They'd have to be sewn though, because, or attached to paper or something. They're very, very thin. There's not much substance to them. There's that one and this blue one. I liked the peach. I like sometimes getting the different colors. That one's very pretty. Are you bored yet? I'm not. I'm enjoying looking through my stuff. I hope you are too. This is a flowery, I think it's a rose. Very pretty. I really need to start using this stuff up. That one, pretty one. actually used one of these just the other day. Dug into this bag. Another white one. And another white one. That's bag 1. I could have stayed there, you know, for quite a bit longer poking through those bins. But it was hot in there. We had to wear masks. Although once I got out to the cashiers, they weren't wearing masks. It's like you tell people that you want them to wear masks, but you don't wear masks. And then it was hot in there. I was wearing a mask, which I hate, and my husband was done. So, and I found these little collars. I thought that they were very pretty. Won't that make a fun little pocket? Or an embellishment on the cover or somewhere. I like that. And then this bag of, I won't show every little thing in here, but there's some pink with flowers. There's this pretty yellow, so cheery. I might use that on a book I'm working on now. This, I love the color on this one. There's a little blue. Looks like it has sailboats almost. This one has different colors in it, like pastel colors. Then there's some ribbons and just some more different laces mixed in there. I'm going to have to go through this and wind all these onto cards. Yeah, just different, a variety of stuff. I don't see anything like, you know, super fantastic I have to pull out and show you, but this kind of stuff is always fun, just to kind of pick through and see what you got. Okay, then I have a few more things in my big bag that we're going to go through together. Oh, my mother gave me, no, that's not it, never mind. My mother gave me something. What did I do with it? I have to find it. I don't know where I put it. My mother gave me a button book. You know, I'm always talking about the buttons that I find and wondering if it's this kind of button or that kind of button. So she gave me one of her button books so that I could look up my buttons when I get them. And it was on my birthday last month. And so she gave me a birthday present. It was in a gift bag, and I took the tissue paper out, and her husband was going to take it from me and throw it away, and I'm like, no, I'm keeping that, I'm going to use it. He's like, oh, okay. I bought this little beaded fringe. I just thought that was kind of fun, something a little different to put in a book. I like it. And these I got just because they tend to be very expensive. They're oil pastels, and it's a brand new box. I mean, it looks like an older box, but they have never been used. I'm certainly not an artist, and I don't do a lot of mixed media art, but I do have a little art journal that I sometimes play in, and I like to experiment with things. And like I said, I'm not an artist, but it's always fun to have different things that I can just grab and play with if I feel like it. And, oh, this is watercolor paints. These are going to my mother. She paints in watercolor, and I think this is the kind she uses, so those are going to her. I have to find her bag, because I'm sure I have a bunch of other stuff that I have to give to her. These are little coasters that I picked up for $1. I think they'd be pretty on a page. This is, I think, stationery. It's taped up and I didn't open it. It was 80 cents, so I figured it's paper, so whatever it is, I will be able to use somehow or other. Oh, it's like cardstock weight. And Good Child Friends for Crane, the Artist's Collection. Interesting. So it's these cards and envelopes. I like the size of that envelope. That's interesting. There's something else down here. Big envelopes and lightweight paper. Okay. That's all those are. It's just that lightweight writing paper, which is good. I'll use those in a journal. And the big envelopes. This is a fun size envelope. Oh, what can I do with that? Look at that. Perfect size for a journal. All right, I'll have fun playing with those. That was worth 80 cents. I don't know about this cardstock. Okay. That'll be a creative session there. I'm out of space, and I threw my bag across the room, so I just don't have any place to put anything. Let's drop it on the floor. I got this journal. I don't know why. I think I like the cover. I think I figured that I could got the book and use the cover. Pretty sure that's why I picked this up. It's a nice cover. It has a little tiny spot on it right there. I'll have to see what I can, if I can use something. It looks like it's kind of orange, so it might be crayon or something. I don't know. But other than that, it's brand new. So I have that. Not done yet. Okay. Mother's Encyclopedia. I love picking up these old how to keep house, how to be a mother, how to be a good wife books. Look at the pictures in here. Isn't that gorgeous? This is dated, it was 1960 something. 1965. And it is got everything in here. Childhood diseases, answering children's questions, babysitter's guide, advanced child, ankle. It's like an encyclopedia of things, anything that has to do with kids. Bites, animal bites, birthmarks, cancer. Goodness, big section on cancer. Central nervous system. Classes for new parents. Destructiveness. So it's just kind of an interesting book with some very cool pictures in it. But I don't think that I'm going to cut this up. This is just going in my collection. It's in fairly good condition. There's some spotting in it, but the spine is pretty well intact. A little bit of wear on it. But this is like, this kind of book to me is history. It's social history. It tells the state of things in 1965. And it has like advice on how to deal with that destructive child. Like how to make toys. There's just all kinds of interesting things in there that don't apply today, or that we've advanced from in today's society. And I think that it's important to preserve. This is actual history. This is real history. This is the truth. And you have to preserve it, because our history is being changed as we speak. And so this is the type of thing that will preserve history. Books that will last. So this one I'm keeping, along with a few other similar types of books that I've picked up about like homemaking and that kind of stuff. It's just something that I find very interesting. This was a little world atlas. I love how aged the pages are. Do I have it upside down? No. The colors on the colored pages are so bright. They're gorgeous. Look at those colors. Oh my goodness. I just can't even say how I love this book. It's falling apart, so I have no problem tearing it apart. Even these pages that don't have color. I love the aging on them, and I love they're different because they're more gray like. And there's some charts and things in the back. Dates and just, I like this book. And the book itself, once it's torn apart, the cover is like vinyl, I guess. So that could be used for a junk journal cover. Not so much this. And you know what? I don't know if you can tell, but it appears that it was originally a paperback book, and it got covered. I'm going to guess by the publisher, because it looks, you know, it's professional. But I thought that was interesting, that it was put together as a paperback and then covered with this cover. I don't know. I thought that was interesting. Maybe that's normal. I don't know. This book is kind of cool. This has got all kinds of mushrooms in it. But look how they're in squares. So I can just cut this square out, put it on a card, and there you have a journaling card or a tag. And there's all kinds of different kinds of mushrooms in here and different colors, and I just think it's awesome. There's photographs and there's drawings. Very cool book. These I grabbed at the thrift store. Again, more scrapbooking stuff that they had. And they had a whole pile of these. So I picked up a pile of them and I brought them to the cashier and I said, there's no price on these. So I don't know how much they are. And she looks at them and she says, well, I've seen other ones come through with $1, so they're $1. Now, I had probably 7 or 8 of them, and I didn't want to spend $7 or $8 on them. I didn't need them. I was getting them because I thought maybe they might be 50 cents. But at $1, no. So I picked 2, and I gave the rest back to her. These are borders, and they're butterflies, and there's flowers on them. Very botanical nature type stuff. And then these very pretty glittery butterflies. So that was all. I was not going to pay $1 each for the rest of those. Somebody else can, not me. I know. cheap. But if I don't need them, why am I spending the money on them? You know what I mean? All right, I have a couple more things to show you. Don't go away yet because the best is yet to come. Before I show you those things, I stopped at Dollar Tree. I hadn't been there in a little while, and I picked up a few things. Oh, wait. Before Dollar Tree, this is Thrift Store. I have napkins. Look at these napkins. Aren't those pretty? So there's those. I got 3 of those. These were 50 cents each package. And there's these. And I got 2 of those and this one. Now I don't know like how thin these are. It says silken rice paper. Sheer, delicate, yet durable. Oh yeah. Very, oh my goodness. They're beautiful. They feel like silk. They're awesome. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to use those. These are gorgeous. Oh, I love them. I love them. I love them. I'm sticking some in Happy Mail. I think I told you in my last video. I think I told you in my last video that I was going to be sending out more racks and Happy Mail to people in the Facebook group that I'm in, because we have a list of addresses in that group. So when I have stuff like this that I have a lot of, that I will never use all of this myself, I'm keeping a few envelopes over here on my desk, and I'm just slipping things into those envelopes. And when those envelopes are full, I'm going to pick a name and address and send them out, just because I don't need all this stuff. And I can't do a haul without a deck of cards. These are not for junk journaling. These I'm keeping. These are the Iraqi Most Wanted playing cards that they gave to the military, the guys in the military. I have another deck of these, but I think they're a little bit different. I think they might be from a different grouping of Most Wanted. This one has Saddam Hussein in it. Yeah. This one has Saddam Hussein in it. And I've just, this deck doesn't even look like it's ever been touched at all. I'm just keeping these. These are just, again, history. They're going in my collection. Okay. Now, the Dollar Tree. Just in case you ever go to the Dollar Tree, or if you haven't been to a Dollar Tree yet, go ahead and stop into one, because not Dollar General, but Dollar Tree here in the United States. They have a new craft section. You've probably already heard about it. But I picked up a couple things. These are rub-ons, and they're very Victorian looking. I thought that they were very cute. And this one was interesting. This is like food themed. And if you're doing like a recipe book or something, this would be really good. These I picked up because I wanted to do a journal page about how my husband does all the cooking and list some of the his dishes that he makes and things like that. And I thought this would be kind of nice to decorate on that. And then these border stickers I thought were pretty cool. Kind of blingy, little pearly like looking stuff. But yet at the same time, kind of vintagey looking. I like them. Also at the Dollar Tree, I got one of these. I have one that I bought not too long ago. I probably showed you in the last haul. I haven't used it yet. When I bought that one, they only had one. And today they had more. So I got another one. One of these days, I'll open the package and try it. And I got these dry erase markers because somebody told me, I don't know if you remember a couple of hauls ago, I had picked up some buttons at the thrift store. They were on cards and they were older. And somebody had written in Sharpie on the front of the cards. And somebody told me that if you do dry erase marker on it and then wipe it off, it'll take that off. So I picked these up to try them. I hope they're the right kind. I hope it'll do what it's supposed to do. I don't know. I'll try it on one that isn't quite as important or something, or something that isn't buttons. I don't know. But that's what I picked those up for. Okay, now I have 2 more things from the thrift hauls. Well, I'm just looking around to make sure that is all I have. Yeah, I have 2 more things. One, I bought this bag of jewelry. It was $3. I always wanted to get one of those big jars of jewelry that you see sometimes. But I'm always afraid to spend the money on it because what if there's nothing in there, you know? And they're usually very expensive. Well, this was only $3. And I did kind of look in it, and there's some charms and things in there. So I do believe that I've gotten my $3 worth. And anything else, I'll sell at a yard sale. This big old watch I am not going to keep. That'll go into another jar of broken jewelry that I'll try to sell. Oh, look at the little kitty pin. Now, see, I could put that on the cover of a journal, right? That's really cute. There's a mark on it. I can't read if that's a date. Let me see. Hallmark cards. You know, it could be from the 70s or 80s. That's funny. It is a carrot earring. Now, this would be cute. I would take it apart and use it as a little dangly, maybe on a Peter Rabbit little golden book or something. Wouldn't that be cute? We have some kind of an organization pin. I'm not sure what it is. If anybody knows what that is, it's the initials WCTU. Could be a school, could be a fraternity or something, although they're not Greek letters. So I'm not sure what that is. A safety pin with beads on it. I don't know what I'll do with that. Somebody had like a thing with Easter earrings. Would you wear these together? I don't know. A little bunny on a swing. That's cute. I don't know about that. Let's see what we have here. Some kind of a something. What is this? It's all tangled up. This is a piece of metal. It says made in China. It has a snowflakes on it and some kind of a slit in it. What is that for, do you think? I do not know. It doesn't look like there's like blades or anything in there, like to cut anything. It looks like it's smooth. Maybe to hold, I don't know, what, a business card or something? I have no idea. It's got some weight to it. I don't know what it is. Oh, look, a roach clip. What does that say on it? I don't know what that says. Swank? I have no idea what that is, other than a roach clip. Let's see. This is something broken. Back of an earring, a little pearl, a cross with purple stones in it. Kind of cute. I don't know anything about jewelry, So I only know that like gold and silver will have markings on them. But I other than that, I don't know anything else about jewelry. That's pretty. It's a little heart stone. Here's a plastic heart. This is some type of clip or something. Now this is called, is this called cloisine or something like that? It's metal and it's kind of raised. There's a name for that and I'm not sure what it is. I see no markings on it. I don't know what this is. Some type of a clip. I don't know. It's pretty, but I don't know what I would do with it. Okay, another bunny on a swing. De colores. Wait, this is something else. It's a brand name. It's copyright something. Maybe from a purse? I don't know. It's heavy. It's a good chunk of metal. That's interesting. A tiny little diamond. An earring. Oh, that's pretty. It's a little butterfly. Is it a locket? It looks like it's a locket. I think that... Trying to figure it out here. I think it's a locket of some type. Or maybe, no, maybe that's just the pin going down the middle of it. I don't know. It's cute though. It's a butterfly. Maybe cute is a little dangly. That's the type of thing that's the reason I bought this. He's cute. It's part of the watch band. I don't know what these were. Oh, earrings? Yep. There's a set of earrings here. That's what those are. Those might be silver. I don't know. Have to look for the mark on those. This charm is a cupcake. Oh, it says Sweet 16. Be good for a journal for a girl turning 16. Some little post earrings. Again, I don't know how to tell if these things are gold or real stones or anything like that. So these type of things will probably go into a bag or a jar of jewelry that I'll sell at a yard sale. And people are always looking for broken jewelry and old jewelry because they do like to look to see if there's gold or silver in them. And I don't know anything about it, so I'll just pass them along to somebody who might. But there's a heart. These things, these little charms, these will go on junk journals. That's what I bought it for. I knew that some of these were in here. Oh, pretty little sparkly heart. A gold nugget. It's very light, so I'm sure it's not real gold. I don't know what I'll... That's gaudy. I don't know what I'll do with that. A fork and spoon pin. That's kind of cute. That might go in my collection, although the fork is a little bit bent. It might not go in my collection. I don't know. And some charms. That's a symbol for something, but I don't know what. May the Force. A Star Wars charm. Big earring. Boy, that's a big stone. This one is 700 Club. Nothing. What's this pin? This is some kind of a saint. I do not know what saint this is. Saint Christopher? I have no idea. This is another charm. Another Star Wars charm. This is some type of a pilot's pin. I'm guessing it's got a propeller and wings. I have to look that one up. That might be something. This stone. A peace sign. Oh, here's the rest of the May the Force be with you. This looks like a 4-H pin. These might be old. I think these two things are old. So those will get put aside. More single earrings. And then this has on it some, I don't know what those are. Some kind of dangly things. They're weird looking. It looks like a half open clam or something. I'm not sure. It's very strange. And they appear to be attached to this blue. No, they're not attached. Oh, all right, out there, everybody. What is this? It's on a string, or on a chain, and the charms are like two little balls and an open. It looks almost like a clamshell. I don't know. This is, what is this? Oops. I don't know what that is. So there's two of those. This one appears to be on a, no. Thought maybe it was on a ring, but it's not. Hey, is anybody still with me out there? I know this is probably like a super long video, and I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm just doing it. If you're still with me, let me know if you're still with me. I'm just curious how many of you are watching this whole thing. So I have two of those. I do not know what they are. They're interesting. And then this is I don't know if they were actually attached to this or not. Okay, this was some kind of choker or something. It has it attached like this. And it's got a ribbon and string. So I'm guessing that's some type of a necklace. I don't know if there was anything originally attached to it. That could be a tassel, though. I would attach that to a tassel. Okay, so that's my jewelry bag. I have one more thing to show you if you want to bear with me. I know this is really long, and like I said, I hope you're still with me. Because, I don't know, sometimes I put these long videos on just to kind of sit and have them in the background while I'm playing on my phone or something. And I'll look up every once in a while to see what they're talking about. Or, you know, if you're crafting. Maybe you're watching me while you're crafting. That's always a good way to see these long videos. Just start doing your crafting and put the video on and you know. So, overall, this was well worth the $3 because there's a lot of charms and things in here that I will use in my junk journaling, and a couple of those little old buttons that they're probably not really worth anything, but they're probably something interesting and historical. So the last thing I have to show you, I got this bag of scraps. I got it at Goodwill, which was a surprise to me because my Goodwill does not usually carry any kind of craft supplies. They don't have a whole lot of, they only have like a couple rows of used, donated stuff. Everything else in the store, well, besides the clothes and the books, everything else in the store is new stuff, which really disappoints me with Goodwill. And so I probably would never donate to Goodwill because I would be afraid that all my stuff would end up at the bins at the outlet store and broken and destroyed. So my donations will go to one of the other thrift stores in the area that sell the stuff and use the money for their charities. All right, so this bag of scraps. First, I'm going to take this piece of fur out. Well, it's fake fur. I had bought a brown piece of fur. I think it was in my last video. I'm not necessarily looking for fur or going for fur, but this was just in the bag, so I'll figure out a way to use it. But look at all these scraps. Oh my goodness. And some of this stuff looked to be pretty vintage. This little wooden spool of thread just fell out of there. Isn't that a pretty spool? Some of these look to be kind of vintagey, so I grabbed them. There's this one. Oh, there's two in there. That's pretty. I'm going to have to sort through these and, you know, fold them up real pretty. And look at this one. This is interesting. Again, I hope you're still with me. I should have told you at the beginning that I was going to have something fun at the end so you'd watch the whole thing. This has got a little flute player on it and all these flowers. Isn't that pretty? I think that that is a really pretty piece of fabric. That's going to be a cover, I think. Let's see. What else we got in here? Yeah, some of these are vintage. Oh my goodness. This has got lighthouses on it. Look at that. That's just a little scrap. Some of these are just little scraps, which is fine because I use the little scraps. Somebody's leftovers from their quilting projects. That looks pretty vintage. That one's cute. Got strawberries and flowers on it. That's a pretty one. Some solids. Is this seersucker? Is that what that is? I think so. Oh, look at a veggie fabric. It's got mushrooms and peppers and potatoes and all kinds of things on there. That'd be kind of cool for a recipe book that I'm not going to make. A little tiny piece of farm fabric. Oh, let's see what else we got in here. There's this and this. Little pieces. Yeah, I'm going to have to sort through this before I even put it away. There's that. It's pretty. What is this? I don't know what this pattern is. Almost looks like a spur. This is somebody's years of saved scraps. I'll tell you. That's pretty. Here's some strawberries. This is just some brown linen or something. I don't know what I'll do with that. Interesting plaid. Oh, that's a big piece too. Some flannel. This is like a southwestern kind of thing. Lots of little squares, and I like the colors on that one. That's pretty. Some tulle. Oh, that's 80s. Bunch of little squares. Oh my goodness, there's buttons in here. Look at this. Little military type buttons. There's some peaches, apples. Apples. Don't know my fruits. Okay, this is all bunched up here. Ooh, I wish there was a bigger piece of that. That's cool. Polka dots. This. Some plaid. Oh, this is pretty. That one's pretty. Funky looking plaid there. Let's start. There's like all kinds of colors and patterns. Everything you can imagine in here. This is kind of a linen-y feel. Both of these. This yellow and this orange. That one. That one, that one. I have paper that looks like that. And that one's pretty. So that, wow. There's another one of these. I do wish there was more of this. That's so 70s. So cool. Okay. That is my haul. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. If you watch this all the way through, then you get like 5 gold stars. Thanks for hanging in there. Like and subscribe. Throw me some comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.